Is Faker killing League of Legends?
Absolutely not.
No. All right, see you guys. Okay, so it's been in the news lately that Faker obviously is the greatest League of Legends player of all time. There's no doubt about it.
It's been in the news for 10 years.
It's been old news. In fact, it's so old news, I got a gift for you guys. So I went to a supermarket.
That does not look like him.
No way!
Dude, this is AI Faker.
This does not look like him whatsoever.
Jumbo noodle model pro gamer Faker.
Get the two of.
Are you kidding me? It's bigger and better.
We got some Faker noodles, dude. Look at this. But it's gone to such a point. The Faker has become so dominant with T1. 6 world titles, 8 worlds finals, that a discussion on Twitter and TikTok and Reddit has legitimately started popping up that is Faker harming the esport? Is the T1 dominance legitimately doing harm to the esport? This is a thing that is a common topic in sports, but now it's coming into League of Legends for the first time. People are pointing to decreased viewership stats in the LTA and LEC, some shakiness around the LPL, of course, because Faker's 13-0 against the Chinese, which I'm sure doesn't do great for the interest of Chinese fans.
Yeah.
The question is now, legitimately, and let's open this up, is Faker killing League of Legends?
I think Faker might be the only thing keeping it alive. I can't really imagine a world in which there's anything in the pro scene that is worth watching outside of Los Ratones that is worth, like, there's a reason Riot have gone so ham into the Rats.
Yeah.
It's because there's just like nothing at the pro level of League that is like en masse at a grand scale keeping people's interest. Mm-hmm. This story, like what this late stage second, this three-peat, this like literally Jordan grade three-peat that Faker has now pulled off is a miracle for Riot Games.
There's only one thing I like to talk about more than Faker on this channel, and that's Cash App, who's going to be sponsoring TTK for the rest of the year. Cash App offers these dope personalized debit cards that you can completely customize to your own style. And when you use the card, you get access to exclusive discounts on everything from coffee to concert tickets. But the best feature you get with Cash App has to be how not annoying this card is. No hidden fees, no minimum balance requirements, just a top-notch product. And to celebrate our partnership with Cash App, we're giving away cash. All you have to do is tune into new episodes of React each week, pay attention for the secret code that appears during the show, and enter it along with your cash tag at www.tsccash.com. By doing that, you can win $250 in cash deposited straight into your Cash App account. Some terms apply. And we're going to be giving some away right now, boys. Drum roll. Congrats to Panda TX54, and thanks to Cash App for sponsoring TTK. Panda.
You guys Kung Fu Panda?
That's what I was doing, Kung Fu Panda.
I'm a fan.
That's a great series. That's a really solid series. Anyway, keep your money safe and only share your cash tag with those you know and trust. Cash App and theScore will not reach out to you regarding these sweepstakes to ask for personal information. Make sure you click the link in the description to download Cash App today so you don't miss out on the chance to win next week.
There is no better story.
Yep.
And because of that, people are concerned, and I'm actually giving like grace to this because like I actually get the proposition. That's bad long-term for League. Yep. Because no story will ever be better than the one that we just witnessed.
Yes.
It won't. Nothing will ever be better.
I mean, you're saying it's good for us.
Yeah.
I just bought a mink, didn't even look at the price tag. That's how good we're eating.
Dude. We're eating over here.
Score
esports is eating.
I do like that you said he's like, it's been in the news. I'm like, what the 8 videos that we've done in the last week? 7 days.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of TikToks on this in that it's what it's kind of showing is that obviously with Faker becoming so dominant, with T1 becoming so dominant, it is the story, right? Mm-hmm. And the problem that people are pointing to, which, is where, like you mentioned, I give this argument a bit of grace, is that the entire esports revolves around it. Someone made a decent point, is that if you're a League of Legends esports fan, you want T1 and Faker to lose in the finals. You want them to fail because that paves the way for a potential other great story to make its way to the top, like Chovy, if he ever makes it to finals, winning Worlds, or
I don't
another.
know has this take, but this is a dog shit take.
Really?
Oh, it's a dog shit take. If BLG had won that final against Faker, nobody would have been remotely as interested. Faker winning will always put more butts in seats than anything else winning. And the problem is that people are getting salty because they're like, well, they're salty at how good the story is, and they're salty at how much people care and want to watch T1 win year in and year out. This is why it's like, it actually does like annoy me now the more that I talk about it. Is like, they're like the 4th seed LCK. They benched their fucking ADC player. They botched their negotiations with the fucking top laner. This was the one year that everybody was like, oh, finally, like T1 can't do it. Finally, the dream's at an end. And here I am in April being to all you like, oh, they're going to win Worlds this year. They're going to three-peat. And everyone's laughing in my face, being like, haha, funny joke, Dimitri. And I'm like, no, they're going to win because this is the most anime outcome possible. And it happened.
Yeah.
And people literally have the audacity to go on TikTok and be like, this is bad for League.
I think there's a lot of I think there's a lot of parallels to like traditional sports, right? Like obviously like you can point to like the Astralis era, right? Where like people argued that was boring watching the same team.
That was
for sure.
No, shut the fuck. No, actually, shut the fuck up.
Boring.
No, because like it is one of the quintessential things of if you are a fan of Counter-Strike, you love how Astralis played. And I don't want to get on a tangent here because Astralis is my favorite team and there's absolutely no bias here, but Astralis helps
Sebastian,
elevate the
Counter-Strike
game
is boring.
in any way.
Perfect, methodical, surgical Counter-Strike is boring.
But that's cool.
Every year we go into Worlds, people are like, they're not the best team, they're barely top 4. And I'm like, don't worry, they're going to win. And everyone laughs in my face. And then they win, and they're like, oh, it's so bad for League that this team is so dominant. Yeah. I'm like, what do you mean dominant? They were shit until they went into the tournament. It's the best story ever. They're Worlds merchants, bro.
Yeah.
They should just stop playing the LCK. MSI. Just show up for Worlds, win Worlds, and Aura Farm.
Yeah.
How is there a better story than this?
Yeah. I just mean insofar as that like years ago, League fans, a certain sect of League fans decided that I don't want to like Faker. I don't like Faker.
That's true. Yeah.
And now they still
have to be that.
They still have to.
This motherfucker can't lose.
Yeah, and you can't jump to the other side and be like, you know what? Game, respect, game.
We've mentioned this in previous episodes before of whether, like, what is Riot going to do after Faker retires?
So that...
Which is legitimately you have a huge... I don't want to call him bandwagons. I don't think that's fair. But you have this huge amount of people who are invested into this game for this story. How can you get them to be invested in the product that is League of Legends esports and not just T1 and Faker?
And so that is the only sensible question that this take about Faker killing League or being bad for League can manifest as. That is a sensible question, which is what does Riot do post-Faker? That's a good question. Yes. I agree. Right now, he is shooting League of Legends to heights that they would otherwise never achieve.
And just to compound on that, they've had their second year in a row with the most amount of viewership. This one was slightly less than 2024, but it was still like insanely higher than even previous peaks that we saw. LCK viewership is still going up.
I'm also curious how much of that has to do with time difference.
It's still like showing an immense amount of success for a game that is very old at this point. This is like 15th year, 16th year, right? So it's clearly still
and
working.
And that people shit on all the time. How many years does League have left of Faker? I think easily 5 more years at the level that he's playing now. Do I think he's going to make the next 5 Worlds finals in a row? Yes. but I mean, like, no, I think he will be the mid laner for T1, the starting mid laner for T1 easily, like another 3, 4, 5 years. Like, I don't think that's a problem at all. I think that he's like, so I don't think Riot are facing this problem tomorrow. I don't think anyone is facing this problem tomorrow, but they're just concerned because they're like, wow, everything in League sucks except Faker. Faker's the only thing anybody wants to watch, the only thing anyone wants to talk about. And like, that's not true. Because Los Ratones happened. Yeah. And the feverishness around that roster, right? It's not Faker level, but like the feverishness was really pronounced. There are new ways for storylines to burgeon in League of Legends, but none of them can ever be at the expense of, God, I really wish Faker would just lose so my super shit mediocre team could maybe do something.
Yeah.
Like, how like...
I also think it's not useful to entirely be like, well, what is Riot gonna do when Faker retires? Because it's like, if anything, like the way that Riot has handled the Los Ratones situation means that they're ready.
And to Riot's credit, it's not as if they're not trying, right? Like, you watch Worlds every year and they come up with, you know, these hype packages that are meant to mythologize some of these players that we have. I mean, God knows we have enough on Chovy where every time like he's coming in, he's the most mechanically talented player we've ever seen, and there's so much storylines revolving around him, and other players as well, Ruler, and all these guys. Riot puts in the effort to try and create narratives and stories around some of these players at every single one of their international tournaments. It just so happens all roads lead to Faker, and you can't stop him.
Why doesn't Chovy just come out and be like, I'm not going to let him get to 7?
Boys, 6 is all they get. 6 is all they get.
Yeah.
No. It's the like bass drop.
Yeah.
I'm not letting him get to 7.
What if like literally like every team bands together to be like, we're going to make a super team?
Across all regions.
Yeah, Worlds is just 2 teams. It's
Yeah.
just whatever team Faker's on, if it's T1 or whatever.
And then going into
one
Worlds,
other team.
It's literally like they lost Guma. They have Doran on the 1 year. Their 4th seed LCK. Faker's wrist injury comes back. And like all these things happen, and the other teams just start sweating bullets because they're like, guys, he's going to win again. I swear to God, he's going to win again, dude.